Good morning, February 18th. Living like a boss. Long weekend. We're heading out west. Just leaving the house here now. We're going to be all day driving, but we're headed out to the island to see if we can get into some shenanigans. We'll catch up to you again. Well, we're nice down the highway here, and it's a little bit on the slippery side, but it's still early morning, 8 o'clock. And going through some broken skies and sunny periods, so it's going to be a good day. The only problem, I think, is going to be going over the Monashee and then the connector between Kelowna and Merritt there. Pretty high country up there, so we'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a good drive out there. So we'll see in about 8 hours. Gotta like that when you come on up to a ferry crossing and you don't even have to come to a stop. You just kind of roll on the boat. This is the little cable pull ferry at Needles, Walkaround, going across the Narrows of Air Lake. 10-minute pull across the lake and we'll be on the other side heading up the Monashee. I made it to the lower mainland there last night there and stayed overnight. This is the next morning. I got my tour guide Laura with me. She's lived here all her life. She knows the city and knows the island, Victoria, all the whole area. She'll show me around. She's better than the GPS. We're on a ferry. We're halfway across the Strait of Georgia and heading towards Swartz Bay, so we should be down there in Victoria there shortly, and we'll take a look at that 30. Okay, we just left the ferry, crossing over to Swartz Bay on Vancouver Island, heading toward, what's the name of it? Machosen. Finally got that name right, where our destination for this afternoon is. We're going to see where a couple of cats are sleeping. Catch up to you later. We're at the machines down here and taking a look around at this one, and it does have a tag here. It's mostly an informational tag about the carburation and whatnot, and as you can see, the exterior of the manifold is busted and heaved open, pretty much damaged and shot. But anyway, we're gonna do a little walk around here and record this machine. This is the front of the machine here. The blade, as you can see, is pretty much worn out. It's a cable lift, which I really like about it. It's I think the older machine, because it's not got any yellow on it at all. I think it was gray. They got a mag that actually works, because we turned the engine over and you can hear it impulsing, but the previous owner, he had it haywired up there to run a coil, and you just run the points out of it. So something's wrong with the mag. The rails are shot. Everything's pretty much shot, but the steering clutch levers are functional. The clutch is functional. The gear shift slides, and here we got the Buckeye twin winch cable troll, or I guess that's what you could call it, cable control. Kind of fabric cobbled on there, but apparently it was working. The one side's got a fairly new light line on it, and of course that beer, I don't know how long that beer bottle is there. It's a stubby, so it's been there for a while. Lots of moss on the machine. Carburetor and the mag's intact. Air cleaner is missing. They just got a flex tube going down there. You can see the manifold is cracked and heaved. That's the heat jacket anyway, so it's not really that important. But there's the machine. She's pretty much cobbled out. We left where the tractor is, and we're down on the harbor of Victoria, and this is the Pendray Inn and Tea House. And this is pretty much all original, what the very rich people used to live in back in the 1800s down in Victoria. This is the way it was all dressed up, and we're just gonna stay overnight and do a little sightseeing, and I'll head her back home in the morning. Alright, we'll take a couple of pictures and talk to you later. This is a shot of the Pendray Inn and Tea House from across the harbor. Pretty well lit up, and that's actually used to be somebody's house. Actually, it's converted into a hotel. It's pretty interesting. Worthwhile staying if you're staying in Victoria. Laura and I hamming it up at the mile zero marker. This is the very westerly point of the #1 highway in Canada. All that walking around made us a little bit hungry, so we're got to a restaurant. We got a little wine going and some appetizers, and gonna have ourselves a snack and spend the night, and then I'll be heading home in the morning. So we'll get ourselves home and see you on the next video. Bye for now.